GeopByte.
Welcome to GeopByte. Hi kids, good morning. How are you all? Had your breakfast? In the previous video, we have covered the topic multiply of practice time. In this video, let us cover the topics. First, guess the answer and then calculate of practice time. And how many in 23 dozen? Children, first guess the answer and then calculate. Means first we need to guess the answer of the question and then calculate. For that, let us see the first question. A flower has 5 petals. A bunch of flowers has 13 flowers. How many petals are there in the bunch? Children, see, the given question is a flower has 5 petals. A flower has 5 petals and a bunch of flowers has 13 flowers. That is, in a bunch of flowers, we have 13 flowers, right? So, how many petals are there in the bunch? Children, we need to find how many petals are there in that bunch of 13 flowers. Children, as the question is given that first guess, right? Let us guess. Children, how many petals would be there in this bunch of flowers? I guess 75 petals. Okay, let us write guess as 75 petals. This is our guess. But now let us calculate how many petals are there. Let us see whether this is correct or wrong. So let us write the given information. A flower has 5 petals. So a flower has 5 petals. A bunch of flowers has 13 flowers. In a bunch of flowers, there are 13 flowers. Now children, we need to find how many petals are there in the bunch, that is the total number of petals of the 13 flowers. For that, we need to multiply 13 and 5. Right? Children, see 13 into 5. 13 is nothing but 13 flowers in the bunch and 5 is nothing but 5 petals are there for each flower. So, 13 into 5, let us split 13 as 10 plus 3. Children, 13 is splitted as 10 plus 3 and we have into 5. Let us write into 5. Now we need to multiply 10 with 5 and 3 with 5. First let us multiply 10 with 5. 10 5s are 50. 50 plus 3 5s are 15. So children, we got 50 plus 15. 50 plus 15 is equal to 65. Children, see, we got total number of petals of 13 flowers in a bunch of flowers as 65. We guessed 75. So our guess is wrong and we got 65 number of petals in a bunch of 13 flowers. Children, now let us see
the next question and guess, then we will calculate. Let us see the question. A book has 64 pages. What will be the total number of pages in 8 such books?
Let us find out. Children, we are given with a question. A book has 64 pages. Right? A book has 64 pages. What will be the total number of pages in 8 such books? Children, we need to find out the total number of pages in 8 such books in which we have 64 pages in each book. First, as it is given, we need to guess the answer. So, what might be the number of pages in 8 such books?
I guess 512 pages.
Okay, let us write guess as 512 pages. Now, let us calculate and check whether this is correct or not. The given information is a book has 64 pages, right? Each book has 64 pages. And what will be the total number of pages in 8 such books? So, the number of books are are 8. Now children, to find out the total number of pages in 8 books, we need to multiply 64 and 8. That is, 64 is nothing but total number of pages in each book into 8 is nothing but we are finding out the number of pages for 8 books. So let us write 8. Now for multiplying 64 and 8, first let us split 64 as 60 plus 4. So 60 plus 4. 64 is splitted as 60 plus 4 into 8. Children, now we need to multiply 60 and 8 plus 4 and 8. First let us multiply 60 and 8. Children, 6 8s are 48. And we have a 0, so let us put a 0. 6 8s are 48. We have a 0. I have put a 0 plus 4 8s are 32. So children, 480 plus 32 is equal to 512. So it is 512 pages. Children, the total number of pages in 8 such books are 512 pages. What we guessed is correct, that is 512 pages.
Children, now let us see third question, then guess the answer and then let us calculate. Let us see the third question. Students stand in rows in the assembly. There are 6 rows of students. Each row has 17 students. How many students are there?
Let us find out. Children, the question is given that students stand in rows in the assembly. Children, you stand in your schools in the assembly, right? For prayer. So, there are 6 rows of students. In that assembly, there are 6 rows of students and each row has 17 students. Children, see, there are 6 rows of students and in each row there are 17 students. We need to find out how many students are there. Right? Children, as it is given in the question, first let us guess. Say me, how many students would be there among all the rows?
I guess there would be 100 students.
Okay, let us write guess is equal to 100 students. So children, our guess is 100 students. Now let us calculate and check whether our guess is correct or not. Right? The given information is students stand in rows in the assembly. There are 6 rows of students. Right? Children, there are 6 rows of students. In the assembly. Each row has 17 students, right? Each row 17 students in the assembly. So children, this is the given information. We need to find out how many students are there in total 6 rows. To find out that, we need to multiply 6 and 17. 6 is nothing but there are total 6 rows into 17. 17 is nothing but 17 students in each row. So let us write 17. Children, now let us split 17 as 6 into 17 can be written as 10 plus 7. So children, I have splitted 17 as 10 plus 7. Now we need to multiply 6 with 10 plus 6 with 7. First let us multiply 6 with 10. 6 tens are 60. Plus 6 into 7, 6 sevens are 42. So children, 60 plus 42 is nothing but 102. Let us write 102 students. So children, there are total 102 students in 6 rows standing in the assembly. Our guess was wrong. So there were totally 102 students in the assembly in 6 rows.
Now let us see the last question, then guess the answer and then let us calculate. Let us see the question. A design has 3 flowers in it. A piece of cloth has 17 such designs. How many flowers will be on the cloth?
Let us see. Children, the given question is a design has 3 flowers in it. A design has 3 flowers in it. A piece of cloth has 17 such designs. Children, see, in a piece of cloth we have 17 such designs and in each design we have 3 flowers. How many flowers will be on the cloth? We need to find out total how many flowers are there on the piece of cloth. So children, it is given that first we need to guess. So how many flowers would be on the cloth?
I guess it would be 51 flowers.
Okay, let us write our guess as 51 flowers. So children, let us write the given information first. A design has 3 flowers in it. So, a design has flowers. A piece of cloth has 17 such designs. A piece of cloth has 17 such designs. So children, see, in a piece of cloth we have 17 such designs, and in each design we have 3 flowers. So to find out total number of flowers on the cloth, we need to multiply 3 and 17. So children, let us write 17 into 3. 17 is nothing but the total number of designs on the piece of cloth, and 3 is nothing but 3 flowers in each design. Now let us split 17. That is, it can be written as 10 plus 7. 17 is written as 10 plus 7 into 3. Let us write into 3. Now let us multiply 10 and 3 plus 7 and 3. First let us multiply 10 and 3. 10 3s are 30 plus 7 3s are 21. So children, 30 plus 21 is nothing but 51. So there are 51 flowers. So children, there are 51 flowers on the piece of cloth in designs, that is in 17 such designs. Our guess is correct. So children, there are 51 flowers in 17 such designs in the piece of cloth. Our guess was correct, which was 51 flowers. Now let us get into the topic. How many in 23 dozen? Children, 1 dozen is equal to 12. That is, we calculate 1 dozen is equal to 12.
Children, in the market, many things are sold by the dozen. For example, bangles and bananas are often sold by the dozen.
Children, see, 1 dozen bananas are equal to 12 bananas. Children, see, 1 dozen bananas is equal to 12 bananas, right? So, what is 23 dozen bananas? Children, see, 1 dozen bananas is 12 bananas. Now let us find out for 23 dozen bananas. Children, to find out, we need to multiply 23 and 12, because see, 23 into 12 is nothing but 23 is, we are finding out for 23 dozen of bananas, and 12 is nothing but each dozen has 12 bananas. So if we multiply 23 and 12, we get total number of bananas in 23 dozen. So children, here 23 and 12 both are bigger numbers. So let us split 23 and 12. See children, 23 can be splitted as 20 plus 3 into 12 can be splitted as 10 plus 2. Children, till now we have splitted only one number and multiplied with the next number. But here 2 are bigger numbers. So we have splitted 23 as well as 12. Now here the multiplication is very important. 20 into 10. First we need to multiply 20 into 10 and 20 into 2. Then 3 into 10 and 3 into 2. So children, this is the order of multiplying. Now I will show how to multiply. First 20 into 10. Children, see, 2 ones are 2 and we have 2 zeros, right? So 20 into 10 is nothing but 200. 2 ones are 2. We have 1, 2, 2 zeros. So 20 tens are 200. Now in between we need to put plus. Now we need to multiply 20 with 2, right? First 20 with 10 plus now 20 with 2. Children, 2 2s are 4 and we have a 0. Let us put the 0. So 22s are 40. Now we will put a plus. We need to multiply 3, right? 3 with 10. So 3 into 10 is nothing but 30 plus 3 into 2. We have multiplied 3 with 10. Now we need to multiply 3 with 2. 3 2s are 6. So children, now if we add all these numbers, we get the total number of bananas in 23 dozen bananas. So let us write 200 plus 40 plus 30 plus 6. Now children, let us add. We have 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 6, 6. Let us write 6. And here we have 0 plus 4, 4, 4 plus 3, 7. Let us write 7. And here we have 2 directly. Let us write 2. So children, by adding 200, 40, 30 and 6, we got 276. That is 276 bananas. So children, 23 dozen bananas will have 276 bananas. The remaining topics will be covered in the next video. You are welcome to contact us on Telegram to clarify your doubts regarding these topics. Check out the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe to GeopByte.
GeopByte.